You used a word a minute ago, steward and stewardship. Now, I don't know about you, but when it's stewardship season in a church, I often am busy that Sunday or something. I don't know. I don't need the guilt trip. But how do you define...
watch old Billy Graham videos
Yeah,
instead
that's
or
right,
something.
that's right. How do you define stewardship, and why do you use that word? What's your understanding of stewardship and a biblical understanding of it?
I remember back in the late 80s when I was writing my book, Money, Possessions, and Eternity, I seriously considered not using the term stewardship because of the very thing John's talking about, of negative associations with it. Stewardship drives in churches and all of that. And at the time, it was kind of an old word that was starting to fall into disuse and had negative connotations. But then I decided, no, it's just the best word. It's a great word. Since that time, have you noticed the word stewardship is frequently used in a secular context? Stewardship of the environment, stewardship of a business, stewardship of a homeowners association. Stewardship, that word has now fallen onto good times, and I think it's a great word because what it does for us as Christians, it's a distinctive word in contrast to ownership. There's ownership and there's stewardship. Now, they have in common the fact that they both have to deal with assets. Someone can own assets and someone can manage or steward assets. But in our case, God is the owner. He owns everything. And that's where stewardship comes in, where I say, okay, Lord, when I spend this money for groceries, for entertainment, for clothes, for all of that, okay, how much do you want me to spend? And I'm not suggesting, everybody's answer to that question is different. There is no one particular lifestyle level that Christians are told that they must live at. It's just not. There's simply, you must go to the Lord and say, God, what do you want us to do? Don't look at the other guy. That's where you get into trouble. You start judging or condemning somebody else, because, okay, they drive a better car than I drive, okay, but I have something else that's my thing that's better than anything they have. And so don't reduce it to those things, but just say it's not about the other person. Lord, I'm going to stand before the judgment seat of Christ and give an account of my life. I want to hear my master say, well done, my good and faithful servant. And that word servant could just as well be steward. Well done, my good and faithful steward. Enter into your master's happiness. And you know what? He lets us begin to enter into that happiness here and now. And then we enter into it completely in the world to come.